Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. A normal Reiki session, at least a normal Reiki session with me, is an hour long. So I call this a micro session because it's teensy titsy. It's just 5 minutes. It's enough to give you a sample, a taste, a tease, see what Reiki might be able to do for you if you had more of it. Of course, if you would like to book a session, all my contact information is on my website, which is in the description box below. So anyway, we're going to do 5 minutes of Reiki, and then after that, we're going to do 5 minutes of questions. Questions can be anything from what's my favorite color, how do you make blueberry pie, anything about Reiki, anything about psychic stuff, anything that you would like me to read for you, as long as it's not a medium reading. If you want a psychic tarot reading, then I'll look at a question for you if you want. But for right now, we're going to focus on the Reiki. And so for the Reiki, I am setting the intention for whatever will be for your highest and best interest for each of you as individuals. And if you have something more specific that you would like the Reiki to focus on, feel free to go ahead and adjust that. Much energy from this broadcast because Reiki is energy. So you can get just as much energy from this once the session is over if you're watching later on, because Reiki is energy, and energy is not limited by time or by space. That's why it works for me to be here in my little office in Vandalia, Missouri, and you to be wherever you are in the world, and you can still actually feel the effects of the Reiki energy. And same thing, you can feel the effects even though the broadcast is actually technically over. Okay. So I think we're ready to get started. I think I've said everything y'all need to know. Let me go ahead and get this Reiki flowing. All right, so we're starting Reiki at 24 after the hour. That means we'll finish it up at 29 after the hour. Diane, hello. Kingston Curls, hello. Angela, glad to see you. Lori, hello, hello. Glad to have you back in the room. Shakoya, welcome back. Glad you're here. How are all you ladies doing today? And what are you using your Reiki for this time around? Oh, and thank you for the thumbs up, whoever's already done that. I appreciate that very much. I also appreciate all the sharing of this video so other people can benefit from the Reiki. And I also appreciate all of you who order Reiki sessions and order readings from me. It's because of all of you guys' support at every level that I get to do what I love to do for my living. And even though I say that often, I don't mean it any less. Yay, glad you didn't have to evacuate. I'm glad that you are good, Diane. I'm fantastic, thank you. Good, good, Kinks. Highest and best for you, Shakoya? Wow. Well, that's awesome. Because I was thinking you were going to have to evacuate, because I was hearing you better have some backup plans in place yesterday. La da da da. La da da da. La da 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 da. But we did also do Reiki for your safety too, didn't we? Things that make you go, La da 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 da. La da da da. Oh no. Other than the coast, very safe. That's cool. That's good to hear, Lori. When you're not on the coast here in the US, then there's tornadoes. Yippee. Yippee skippy. I don't know if you heard about Iowa. I think it was a week or two ago. That's one of our rural states, lots and lots of farmland. They lost 43% of their crops, completely lost, due to hurricane-like winds. And we're talking central US. It basically, somebody else compared it to a tornado that was 40 miles wide going across the state. Nothing is predictable anymore as far as I'm concerned. Two more minutes of Reiki. The president declared it a disaster. FEMA's in there. It's a mess. I didn't hear how many lives were lost. I just know that everybody was worried because Iowa produces quite a bit of our crops. For them to lose 43% is kind of a big deal. Hello there, Elle. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here, my dear. One more minute of Reiki. I think that's a bigger storm than anybody's ever seen inland. Really that high? I heard 112, but either way, those are tornado speed winds and hurricane speed winds. Wow. One more minute. Did I already say that? Seems like this time went really fast and then all of a sudden it just slowed down. There we go. Let's go ahead and wrap up the Reiki. All right, ladies and gents. I'm going to start my timer. You guys start figuring out what kind of questions you would like to have answers to. La da 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 da. La da da da. I'll answer what I can within 5 minutes. Do I feel you'll be on campus or in a dorm at LSU? Let's look at what's better for you. Let's look at which would be the better option for you, Kinks and Curls. For Kinks and Curls, would it be better for her to live on campus off the top of the deck or in a dorm off the bottom of the deck? La da, la da 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 da. La da da da. On campus actually works out much better for you. It kind of isolates you from distractions. And so off campus, you have a lot of friends and you feel like, you're trying to balance your life out a little bit more. On campus, it looks like you're able to really focus on what you need to and sort of take a break from the rest of life so that you can get through this more successfully. Elle wants to know what's coming up in her career. I'm thinking you're a her. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. What's coming up in Elle's career? What's coming up in Elle's career? What do you mean the pipes are knocking? Like, how are they knocking? Oh, baby, baby. Okay, so what I'm looking at is over the next 2 years in your career, my dear. First we have coming up is the Six of Clubs. This is a triumphant card. This is somebody, coming back into the home camp. They have gone out and conquered and conquested, and they're coming back with the loot. So this talks about promotion or maybe even a job change that is a job that pays better, has more responsibility, that type of thing. This is a very good card to come up whenever we're looking at your career. We also have the Hermit card showing up in reverse. To me, the first impression that I get is that you go from working from home to spending more time working with others. Working in the public, I hear. Knight of Clubs coming up about a year out from now. If that tells me that you're not feeling very inspired about your work, you may be getting a little bit bored. It may be okay. Next thing, Elle, what we have showing up is the falling tower. The falling tower just says, it's kind of interesting because we went from ho hum to the falling tower, because my belief with the tower is that whenever we get in a situation that we won't leave because it's become too comfortable, even though we're stagnating and not able to move forward and expand, notice, ho hum, bored, Spirit's not going to let us stagnate for long. He'll kick us straight up out of that tower so that we have to grow and expand. So that's what I think is actually going on here. You're getting to the point that your job is just really ho hum boring. You've got it completely mastered. You're not looking for anything else because you're happy enough with the pay and the benefits. Spirit's saying enough of the stagnation. You're out of there, baby, and you're getting thrown out. Now, here's the good news with a card like this. When Spirit throws us out of a situation because we're stagnating, guess what? There is a better situation out there for us where we can grow and expand. And also, I'm feeling like it has better pay. This is about a year and a half out that I see that coming up. And then what I have here after that is the death card in reverse, which is an energy that I would like you to change and make me wrong. So the death card in reverse means that you are stubbornly holding on to whatever this was that got kicked out of your life. You're trying to fight to get that job back or that position back. You're trying to fight to make this thing come back to you. Don't do that. This is a call for transformation. So you want to actually have this card come up like this, where you're transforming. You may be going into a different industry or going to a different company. Maybe you're starting your own company, but this is calling for transformation. And if you try to hold on to what Spirit's already booted out of your life, guess what? It ain't going to be pretty, honey. Okay, so make that energy change when that happens. Okay, even better would be if you notice that you're coming into this ho hum place about a year from now in your career, would be if you already start looking to expand. So you're already on your way out the door. So Spirit doesn't have to kick your butt out. That would be an even better place to change that energy. Okay. All right. So, well, that's all the questions that we're doing today. For those of you who still have questions that you would like answers to, I do offer 1 question and 2 question recorded readings. And I put down 5 cards for whatever question you have, kind of like what I just did for Al. That can be found on my website. Also, of course, I do the live readings, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or 60 minutes. Those can be found on my website, and we can do the Reiki. You can schedule Reiki with me there as well. I want to check on the rest of this conversation before I leave. Ooh, I love the pipes knocking question. Ugh. Man, I wanted to look at that. You'll be glad when the process is over, Kinks. I don't blame you. Oh, goodness, Lori. Whew. Everybody in the room, do me a favor. Those of you who pray, please pray for Lori's husband. Those of you who send energy, please send energy for Lori's husband so that he will come out of this just fine. Okay. La, da, da, da. That's really interesting, Diane. It's not so crazy. It's not so crazy. Do some research on pipes tapping and things being tapped. Air in the pipes doesn't sound like tapping. Very cool. Oh, been in the field for 30 years. Yeah, you might be coming up for transformation. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Diane. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of your precious time. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful day. And I'll see you guys. Well, if I don't see you for privates between now and then I'll see you all on the next video. Peace out.